Hello, good morning. Merry Christmas 2021. All right, so on this Christmas morning, we're doing a Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. This is Bacardi Major Lazer limited edition, introduced 2017, and it's no longer produced. I was checking their list of Bacardis, and it's no longer made. Just like they got rid of the Bacardi 151. Can't get that anymore. So this was made in collaboration with a Latino band known as Major Lazer Music Group. I was glad I found it at a Quixote, pay $7.99. They probably got a deal on it. They were trying to get it out of there. That was good. So then we have the Bacardi Gran Reserva Diez, introduced in 2018. This is aged 10 years. So this is a 2018 edition. It was in oak. They said it ages under the Caribbean sun in Puerto Rico in oak barrels from 2008 to 2018. Or if you get one today, it's 2011 to 2021. 228th day of 2018, bottled in Jacksonville, Florida. The youngest rum in this was barreled in 2008. The youngest rum. So it could be rums older than 10, but the youngest is 2008. This runs about $40, $38 to $40. I got it for $17.50. Yep. This will run you about, I checked some prices on Major Lazer. Some stores still have it. It's running about $12 to $15. 12 if you're lucky, 15, no, more than likely, and or $7.99 if you were me and went to Quixote Pace. Andy Peterson says, good morning, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. European Sun, Merry Christmas, Ron and Andy. Andy? Oh, Andy Peter. Oh, to the other viewer. Okay. BC's Beer Reviews. Oh, BC's Beer Reviews. Good morning, Ron. Good morning to you, BC. Thanks for joining last night. Merry Christmas to you. That was a fun hangout with the eggnog and that. Next Friday, we'll do champagne or sparkling wine. Same thing. Some people might bring Prosecco. I've got mine in the cabinet. I got to put it in the fridge. I didn't know that Bacardi International's headquarters was in Bermuda, the island of Bermuda, British island. But that makes sense. That's why they call it Bacardi Limited instead of Bacardi Incorporated. Because in England and the Commonwealth countries, they use that term limited. We do that here now too with limited liability corporation, LLC, but incorporated is what they use in the U.S. So anyway, but their big facility is in Puerto Rico. Metal cap, aluminum. Righty. Now the Gran Reserva Diez with a wooden cap and a real cork. I'm gonna moisturize the cork. Oh wait. I think it's rubber. Yeah, never mind. It's one of those rubber stoppers. Oh well, I didn't need to moisturize that. Well, I guess rubber could dry rot, but looks like neoprene, which they use on a bottle of tennis shoes and all. But I guess that can rot. Bacardi, established 1862. I need to get the Bacardi 4-year aged. That's a common one. I think that's the one I'm gonna get next. The 4-year. Yeah, it's a good idea. But whenever that's going to happen, I don't know, because now I got to deal with Don Q coming up. Don Q, silver and gold, silver and gold. Don Q, another famous one, Don Quixote. From the Serrales family. Competing company. They had a great deal on it at Dorgnac's. I could not pass that up. I mean, if you look at the normal price for those handle bottles, and they had it for $13.99, I was like, man, I can't wait, because it's not gonna stay that price. So appearance, well, They're pretty much the same. Dark, amber. Hope everybody has a good day. Most people would be visiting relatives. Some people would be paranoid about the scamdemic. Even though they've been through like three procedures already, like first round, second round, and got the, the booster goal. And that was a DC comic books superhero booster gold, which I think they bought from Charles. I think they bought that from didn't they get that from Charlton Comics when they went bankrupt and they bought the rights to all their characters? That's why DC started introducing all these new characters in the mid 80s, because they had bought them, the rights. I think it was Booster Gold, the Bug, what was that Bug character or something? They were never major characters. There was a comic book called Booster Gold. But yeah, I think that's what happened. But these people got all these procedures and they still were going around saying, I'm wearing this on my face, and I hope I don't get it. I'm worried about you people that didn't get the procedure. I'm like, why are you worried about me? If this thing was so wonderful and effective, you shouldn't have any care in the world. But of course they know it's not effective. They're gonna blame me. It's like they're working backwards. But I don't know. Using good sense isn't always popular. And I even now talking to some people on the phone yesterday, one of these people was a big promoter of getting the procedures first and second round last year. She was pushing that, Now she's saying, yeah, it's not working. I said, yeah, that's what we need. The cracks in the foundation. The people that were the cheerleaders last year are now starting to say, oh, I mean, it's common sense. If they had this new engine in airplanes, a new engine, and half the airplanes crashed, and the company kept saying, no, those are good engines. They work fine. You said, but half the planes crashed. The engines stopped working in there. Well, that doesn't matter. They didn't crash as bad as they would have without the new, like no logic to it. A birth control pill with 95% of the women who use it still get pregnant. Would anybody consider that pill effective? I wouldn't think so. This smells like wood. A little bit of liquor, like just generalized liquor aroma, like, booze, whatever. I don't know. Booze is sort of like a more unrefined word, slang word. It doesn't sound pretty. Pretty vague, Kent. All right. Well, this smells very similar, wood and the liquor. So I don't know. The aromas, there's really no differentiation there. The flavor, I don't know. Hadn't tried them yet. The appearance is the same. I may as well start tasting it. Thomas Silt says, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And to all of you all. I like how Google says, this was their announcement this morning on their page. Seasonal holidays. That's all it said. Seasonal holidays with some Holiday Lights. I say, wow, what a secular, humanist, sick company. I'm using their service right now. But they're sick, you know. It's like they'll say happy birthday to some, you know, shining path communist or something, you know, like that. Or and they'll have birthdays like the 115th birthday of Che Guevara or something like that. Like nobody cares about these obscure people, but the most important birthday, they don't want to talk about it. So just let you know, like you could tell what they're about by just looking at what they're about. Merry Christmas, Ron and Andy. Good morning, Ron. Merry Christmas, says Maxwell. Good morning to you, Maxwell, in the Russian Federation. Taste time. At least the communist broadcasting system, I mean to say the CBS, I meant to say CBS News this morning, overnight, they're up. CBS News on the hour said Merry Christmas to everybody. I said, wow. Bet that was hard for them to do. Okay. This tastes like really well-made woody wood, like it's been in a barrel a long time. Rich rum, molasses, yummy, yum-y. Do I drink rum? No, actually, I don't. Do I ever make rum cocktails? Actually, I do not do that. You say, well, you know how sometimes you get home from work, you want to have a drink and relax. So what kind of liquor do you drink? I don't drink liquor ever. I don't drink it at a party and I don't drink it at home or at a bar. Now, if I went to somebody's house and they said, would you like to try this scotch or something? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm going to try it. And it's not, I'm going to try it to be nice, although I think that's being nice. I just be curious to see what it tastes like. The only time I ever consume liquor is when I'm doing a taste challenge or a solo review. I always do the solo review. Like I got that Juarez tequila Gold. So I did the solo review. It's not posted yet, it's recorded. And then I'll do taste challenges. Other than that, I never drink liquor. You say, well, that's a weird channel. You do reviews and taste challenges, but you never drink it. That's right. And I only do taste challenges on an average of 365 days a year. So beyond those 365 days a year, there really aren't any other days where I'm drinking liquor, except for those 365 days a year and when I'm doing the challenges, which is those days. If you look at it that way, I'm not really hardly drinking anything ever. You say, well, what about the beer reviews you post every day? Well, I mean, yeah, those, if you want to bring that up. You said, well, what about Fandango Friday? That's liqueur. Yeah, I know that's liqueurs. I say liquor. That's Fridays, of course. Now somebody might say, well, didn't you say you drink like 2 ounces of wine every day, 2 or 3 ounces of wine with lunch? I do that. I'll admit that. Okay, you got me there. But beyond those, I mean, I don't really touch alcohol. All right. Somebody asked me, how many beers a week do you drink? I say about 22 to 24. So 7 times 3 is 24, 21, right? 7 times 4 is 28. So it's never 28. So it's like 3 a day average, but on a work day, only 2. On an off day, 4. 8 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, 5 or 6. That's it. I space it out. You say, oh, I know how you are. You one of those tricksters. You use a 40-ounce bottle and call it one beer. No. If I drink a 40, which is so rare, so very rare, I call it what it is, 3.5 beers, if you want. Their motto is, don't be evil, ironic to say the least. Yeah, don't be evil. I think what they mean is don't be evil. We want to do it all. Don't steal our action. We'll handle it. Yeah, don't be evil. We'll handle it because that's what we do. Recently tried Buffalo Trace bourbon cream. 10 out of 10. Merry Christmas, sir. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'd like to try it. But I'm not this year. I bought the Jim Beam bourbon cream, the one that was released in 2021, the new one, the black bottle. I'm curious. I'm curious. You curious? I'm very curious. Cost me $17.99. It better be good. That's woody. It's woody. It's woody. It's sugary. You say, well, it's made out of sugar. Wouldn't you expect it to be sugary? Yes, I would. Bad Bot says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. Same to you. That one tastes more booze, alcohol. I hate to say it like Joe Biden's dentures recently. Oh yeah. I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused. Where do I go? Who do I turn to? All right. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I think this one is the Gran Reserva Diez because it's not that so much just like alcohol flavor. Yeah, much more sugar. But this was tricky, you know. Doing one Bacardi brand against another has been really mixing me up. Do they have a house style? Yeah. Do they all taste kind of alike? Yeah. Does that confuse me? Yeah. Thanks, B Aviation. Merry Christmas to you. Now, when I'm doing Bacardi against other brands, seem like it's clear cut. But when I'm doing an in-house intramural sports, it's tough. It's tough. Like the Who said in 1982, it's hard. Wood, a little yeast here. Actually, yeast, like when you fermenting alcohol. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it. I think this is the Gran Reserva Diez. I'll feel bad if it's not, because then that would mean the $15 rum tastes better than the $40 rum. But hey, you know what? I don't make the products. I'm not responsible for them. And if the cheap one tastes better than the expensive one, that is really just the way it goes. Oh, excuse me. I had some apple mincemeat pie for breakfast, homemade too, not from a store. Woo. That was nice. And I got a lot left. I put some real whipped cream on it. I don't play with that Cool Whip. Real whipped cream and had the coffee with it. Oh yeah. It is the Gran Reserva Diez. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy that I got it right because I was a little nervous. So what's coming up next? Well, Sunday morning, we're off of Bacardi. I have for the taste challenges. I have Bacardi Major Lazer versus Appleton Estate signature rum, and that's their flagship, and it's wonderful and it's unique. It tastes like nothing else that I've ever had. So I think it's going to be a clear cut challenge. In other words, it won't really be a challenge. I think I'll be able to easily tell the Major Lazer, which is not doing so well today. Like today, it tastes like alcohol, but then it's going up against a 10-year-old rum. You get it? So you take a really old rum, well aged, and 10 years really not that old in the liquor world, but you take a well aged product and you put it up against a 3 or 4 year old, it oftentimes exposes faults. Not always, not always, but often. Do I like the Major Lazer? I certainly do. I would recommend it, but it ain't no Gran Reserva Diez. Sorry. So we've got the Appleton Estate, which will be clear cut thing, and then next week got the Aristocrat Gold Rum. That won't be too difficult. Then we've got Skull. Gold. There's a name for it. Something like, I can't remember. It's like the stink. It's like a name. It's not just gold. It's something gold. But Skull, I got a great deal on that. I got a liter bottle for $6.99. Ooh-wee. And at international market. Maybe that one was from Discount Depot. I can't remember because they all got them like Savannah Discount, Discount Depot, International Market. It seemed like they take turns having super discounts on those things. So Skull from 1956. It won't really be a challenge. And then I'll close it out with one from only 1989, the Ron Pantalba Gold, which is the modern version of Pantalba rum. Sazerac used to make Pantalba white and gold rum back in the 1930s. It was called Pantalba Gold rum. But then I saw the copyright, the trademark for Ron Pantalba was 1989. So something must have happened where it faded away, and they decided to bring back that famous name Pantalba, which has a lot to do with New Orleans, the French Quarter, and the Spanish rule of Louisiana and the French rule of Louisiana, in fact. Pantalba. But it's made in Kentucky. But anyway, it's owned by people from New Orleans. Sazerac Company. So that'll be the end of the rum taste challenges by Friday next week. Then it's on to tequila, and can't say what's going to happen there. It could be quite an interesting situation because Juarez, I mean, they have their own website. It has its own website. One website told me it was the number 7 selling tequila in the United States, but other people are not listing it as such. So I don't know what story is on that. I won't bring that up again. It's a Luxco brand, and it's okay. Mathern's had the greatest deal on it. I checked other places, and they weren't nearly as cheap. Not even close. So Juarez will be interesting, and then after that, it'll be on to mezcal, and I got that La Yita, and I don't know, but I got a good feeling about it. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Have a nice Christmas day. Now I'm going to watch the news. Let's see any more comments over here. Merry Christmas, says B Aviation. Did you ask for a successful taste challenge for Christmas? No, but I got one. That's how it worked out. So thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas again.